Hey everyone, welcome to Social Studies 6. This screencast is meant to give you guys a brief introduction to the class as well as me, your teacher. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, so first of all, there's a picture of me. That's the same picture that you guys are going to see in the staff information button. If you read through the background info, the notes, you'll see that I actually grew up, birthed through 8th grade in the city of Milwaukee, and then my parents decided to move to our cabin in the middle of the woods, so I went to high school up in Eagle River, Wisconsin. From there, I came back down farther south in the Green Bay area and went to college at St. Norbert College, which is in De Pere. First semester of my junior year of college, I had the opportunity as part of my Spanish minor to study abroad, and I chose to do so in Santiago de Chile. And I was there for about 5 months, and I took classes in Spanish and had an amazing, amazing experience. So if you ever get the chance to study abroad, I highly recommend it. I started teaching in the fall of 2002. I graduated in spring of 2002 from St. Norbert, and my entire teaching career has been in the school district of Waukesha. I started out at Waukesha South High School and then moved into eAchieve. While I was at South, I coached both girls volleyball and girls basketball, and then once I had children, I stopped coaching, decided I wanted to spend time with them. I have 2 kids, my son Caden and my daughter Alden, and my husband Jason. So as far as staying active, I like to play volleyball, and I do taekwondo with my son. So social studies, I am going to tell you what the class is going to be about. It's not about social media like Facebook and Twitter, so hopefully you weren't expecting that, although I doubt you were. For this class, our live e-sessions are going to be Tuesday mornings from 9 to 10, and the help session is going to be on Thursday mornings from 9 to 9:30. So you can get help on Tuesdays as well if you need it at the end. There's always time for students to ask questions. But Thursday, I don't present any new content. I just show up, and if students have questions, they can show up too. So what are we actually going to be studying in Social Studies 6? Well, first semester, we're basically going to take a look at the Americas. So we're going to take a look at physical geography, like mountains and oceans and things like that, and then human geography, so culture. And we're going to take a look at North America, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. When we get to second semester, we're going to we're going to hop over the Atlantic Ocean, and we're going to take a look at Europe, Russia, and the Caucasus region. So the whole goal of this class is to get you guys to understand how geography has affected history and cultural development, and we're going to develop an awareness of cultural diversity and differences and an appreciation of that as well. This information that you see here about grading is taken right from the course information button under grading policies. So keep in mind you're not going to be seeing, 95% or B+ on assignments. You're going to be assigned a number 432, or you're going to get an incomplete. And those definitions are broken down here for you guys. A 4 is advanced, so that's kind of like an A+, it's above and beyond. 3 is proficient, it's about a B, it's where we want everybody to be, hopefully. 2 is basic, that's the equivalent basically of a C. So then you go down from there to an incomplete. So we want all students to be at least at a basic. If you're not at a basic level, we're going to give you an incomplete, which is basically like a 0, and then you're going to be asked to redo the assignment until you get up to at least that basic level. When you see all of the chapter quizzes that you see in the gradebook and built into the lessons button are there for practice. They are there for risk-free practice. So when you take it, it does get graded, but your grade shows up as an S for satisfactory or a U for unsatisfactory. This SU grade has no impact on your grade for the class. That just tells you and your parents if you understood what you read and if you did okay on the quiz. If you're getting a lot of U's on your quizzes, it probably means you're not reading very carefully, you're not referring back to the textbook while you're doing your quiz, or maybe you're just rushing through the quiz and you're not really taking your time. So you want to make sure that you try to get S's on those quizzes even though they don't affect your grade, because that's going to show your parents and me, your teacher as well, that you really are reading and you're taking your time and you're understanding everything. The textbook that we're using for this class is called Western World, and you have a link that's provided in the textbook button to access the textbook. You need to log in with your Holt username and password. If you don't know your username and password for the text, you want to go into, under My Classes, when you log into eAchieve, you want to go into the Student Resource Center and click on My Logins, log in using your eAchieve username and password, and then all of your other username and passwords for your email and other programs for various classes are going to show up right there. Once you're logged into the Holt website, then you just scroll down until you find the picture of the book that matches the class you're working on, and you click Go to the online textbook. And I do have a separate tutorial that I made about how to navigate the textbook. That's in the How To's button. BrainPop, a lot of the extra resources that I link for you guys in each week come from BrainPop. When you click on that link, in order to view everything, you are going to have to sign in with our school account. So the username is eAchieve and the password is success. That brings us to the pace chart for week 1. And again, I just copied and pasted this, so this is accessible for you guys there. Your job is to explore the class, to get to know the class, to get to know the textbook, and to go through, click on the Getting Started button and go through all of that information there. So you have a discussion board you're going to have to complete and a course intro quiz. Because week 1 is orientation week, we aren't having e-sessions for your classes. We're just doing e-sessions for the orientation groups, for those new groups of students. So that brings me to the end of this screencast. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me right away. Thanks, guys.